Our second guest today is Eric Bibby, the Director of the Youth and Recreation. And Eric is going to tell us a little bit about the project that has been going on for a few years now.
Yeah, it has.
And this is the third phase?
Yeah, we're going for the third phase, and it's all centered around Brooks Park, which started about 4 years ago. The Recreation Commission and the department, we really see Brooks Park as kind of the gem of Harwich as far as recreational facilities go. So we think it's a great facility, but we thought we could do even more with it, just to really appeal to all different people. So 4 years ago, we got funding for an engineering study from the Community Preservation Committee. So that was our phase one of the project, which we gave the engineering firm our wish list of what we'd like to see down there, and they kind of gave us the steps to go through to get there.
Very good.
So we started out with phase two, which was just completed this past spring, also with Community Preservation Committee funds. That included 2 new tennis courts that also doubled as pickleball courts, and a complete renovation of our current basketball court there. So it's been very successful since it's opened. The pickleball community is huge right now. So it's been packed down there. We just had a pickleball tournament with 108 people. It was
Wow.
a huge tournament.
That's a big group. And there's only, how many play at a time?
It's usually 2 on 2.
2 on 2.
But we have the ability during the tournament to set it up, because all of our courts there are multi-use courts, so they could be tennis or pickleball. We were able to do, I believe, 24 courts at once.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, so it was a great tournament. It really worked out well. And
Was it close? I mean, did people get excited about who won?
oh yeah, I mean, there were people from all over the Cape too, people from off Cape.
Really?
Yeah, it's our second annual one, so it's growing every year. So we may have to find other courts next year if it keeps growing this way. But yeah, it's been great, and our basketball court that we renovated has gotten heavy use as well.
No, is that on 2 sides? Is that for a game? Or is
Yeah,
that
that's a
just
full
to have
that's
the
a full basketball
full
court.
basketball court?
Yep, it's always been there. It was kind of in rough shape, so we had it completely resurfaced, new hoops put in, new fencing, the whole deal. So it's everything's been packed, and we just want to build on that success. And we're going forward with phase 3 now, and we're trying to secure funding through the Community Preservation Committee again this year. And we just wanted to get word out to the public about what we'd like to do. And we're always seeking public input too, because this is the third phase, but not the final phase. It's a long project over multi-phases and multi-years. So if people have ideas of what could make the park better, we welcome that. But as of right now, what we're going to be going for phase 3 is an additional new half basketball court. We've seen so much use there that we need more court space, as well as a half court for tennis practice with a brand new tennis wall.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be good for people, and also a picnic pavilion in the back by the tennis courts, with picnic tables where people could rent it out for family reunions or business picnics or whatever they want to do. And with all these new amenities, we're going to need more parking. So part of the proposal is an additional T-based parking lot that would fit another 20 to 25 cars, which would help out a lot.
That's a lot of cars.
Yeah, and I mean, it gets filled quite often in the spring and the summer. So it's something that we feel we need. If we're going to keep building upon the park, then we're going to need more parking spaces.
You're probably going to need a policeman there all the time.
I know, right? Well, especially during the tournament. Yeah, during the tournaments for sure. And then the last phase of that is to resurface our 4 original tennis courts. The surface of a tennis court has a shelf life of around 8 or 9 years.
Now those tennis courts seem to have a lot of give to them.
Yep. Well, they use certain materials that are more fitting for tennis. It's not just pure asphalt. But that, like I said, the paint and the surfacing only last around 8 years. So we're at the 9-year mark now. So it's a good thing to keep on that, because if you let it go too long, you'll see much more expensive renovations that you'd have to do.
Well, it's important to stay up to date on your repair work.
Oh, absolutely. The more maintenance we could do now saves the town money and resources later on.
That's right. Very good.
So that's what we're looking to do now. And I mean, there's future phases that we anticipate as well. We've talked about things like walking nature trails through the park. While we are building onto the park, we don't want to take away all the natural resources there, all the trees and wooded area. We'd like to really use that and have nature walking trails, educational trails for children through the woods. Also, we'd like to update our playground down there as well. So we have big plans, and from the last phase, we see that if we build it, they will come. You know, that everything we build gets a lot of use. So
That's great.
yeah, it's been very good so far, and we're going to continue to reach out to the public for any concerns or comments or anything you want to see there in the future. You could call us here at the rec, 508-430-7553. You could email us, anything you want. You could stop by my office and just come on in and tell me what you want down there. I'd be happy to listen. We're also having a public meeting October 27th as part of our our monthly Recreation Commission meeting.
Okay.
So feel free to come by, and
that will be here. What time will that meeting
that'll be
be?
that'll be at 5:30 right here at the community center.
Okay.
So come on in. It'll be a public meeting scheduled just for Brooks Park. So if you have any thoughts or anything, come on in and we'll listen.
Very good. So there you have it. If you want to have something to say about what goes on down at Brooks Park, come in here on October 27th at 5:30 and speak to Eric or whoever else is here. Maybe the other people from the CPC, would they be around?
They won't be here for that.
They won't
We're going to
be
be
here for that.
presenting this phase of the project to them in November.
In November. Okay.
So we're relying upon that funding to go forward.
All right.
But we want to make sure we touch all our bases and talk to the public about what they want, because that's really what it's about. So.
Well, the public has to say what they want.
That's
so
right.
be sure you come in and tell Eric what you'd like to see down there. And that's
Sounds
what
good.
you want to hear, right?
That's what we want to hear, yep. We have surveys here as well. You could come down to the community center at any time and fill out a survey. If you can't make the meeting, we're taking surveys to see what people want as well.
And where would they get that from?
They're right here. You can come to the rec office. They're also on the rec. There's a table outside of our office with all our brochures. They're also there. I'd even mail them to you if you want one mailed to you. So
There you go.
you let me know.
let Eric know whatever it is you want. And so, good luck
Thank you.
with your meeting. And
Yeah,
with
we look
the
forward
program.
to moving forward, hopefully.
Good enough.
Yep.